still burning out of control area has been evacuated.
Operators are busy at this time.
Dr. Ross, please report to emergency immediately.
Not everything works out because you want it to.
It does.
Time travel. Time travel will work because you want it to.
Ricochet. Time ricochet. Think geometry in reverse.
Initiating startup sequence.
This isn't gonna work, you know?
Yes. It will.
Initiating startup sequence. 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 Initiating startup sequence.
You are receiving this message in the hopes that the past can correct the future. This is not a test. The early warning signs of climate change that you are now experiencing increased exponentially. Global temperatures rose much faster than computer models predicted. Coastlines and whole continents disappeared under rising water levels. The ozone layer continued its irreversible decline, bringing crippling drought and crop failure. Deaths by radiation poisoning and various cancers surpassed the birth rate. Climate refugees began pouring across borders, further straining the political and economic resources of the global community. Panic and fear fueled widespread civil unrest. Food shortages sparked violent confrontation with police. Dissenting extremist cells began to emerge. After the first wave of terror attacks, the global police force was created. Military checkpoints were set up at every border and martial law was declared. As the final collapse of the ozone layer became imminent, the International Climate Committee recommended the remaining members of the world community be relocated to dome-shaped biospheres. New city-sized biospheres were engineered to hold tens of thousands of people. Suddenly, the males of all species containing a Y chromosome began to die. Some claim it was a terrorist plot, a virus embedded in the ident chips. Others blame the dangerous levels of estrogen and phytoestrogens found in our food chain. The men that survived were declared property of the state and were the first to be moved into the domes. After the first wave of XY deaths, many refused to be chipped. Refusing an ident chip or resisting relocation meant arrest and imprisonment. Those who avoided arrest were labeled terrorists, and orders were issued to detain and interrogate upon arrest. Few survive a DI. We are the Outlanders, a global network of civilians and soldiers who live outside the domes in the ravaged wastelands of old cities. By your standards, this isn't living, this is surviving. Life on Earth will soon be impossible. In order to avoid this fate, we believe certain actions must be made by you in your time. We believe... Sorry, what's the line?
Our demands are simple. If certain lifestyle changes
I'm uncomfortable with demands. Couldn't I rephrase it?
Cut. Just read the script. You're a talking prop. Nobody gives a shit what you think. Well, that's it for today anyway. Radiation levels are building. We should uplink and power down in case of storms.
Listen, all you gotta say is our demands are simple. Certain lifestyle changes. And then you finish it, and that's it.
Radiația este foarte rea pentru complexele doamnelor. Închideți luminile, acoperiți ferestrele. Deja am folosit 2 zile de durație putere. Come on, chop chop.
Thank you. That was good work you did today. Look, I know you think this project
Ridiculous?
is...
Impossible? A monumental waste of time?
Hey, don't worry about rank your soldier. Tell me how you really feel.
This is bullshit, sir. I mean, not just this message, okay? But everything, all of it. Why do we care? Why do we live like this? It's delusional. We're always one generator breakdown away from grid failure. Death by radiation poisoning? Seriously, the domes are
Go
worse.
then. Go back. Brett and Parker are always haunting the inlands. I'm sure they'll take you as far as
Hey,
his own.
how did we get through the last solar storm? By accident. How did we survive? By accident. Now there's a track record to inspire
In fact, if
confidence.
you get them as far as the perimeter guards, I'm sure they'll hack into the mainframe and reactivate your clearance codes. What is your DI?
You know my DI status.
This is think and do operation. I think you do.
Man, yes, man.
Go. Shoo, do something soldiery. I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave.
Hey! I'm not kidding! Let's get these windows covered. Are we the only two in this house? Somebody?